Tommy Robinson questions Labour's vision. What does Keir Starmer stand for? In recent days, British political commentator and activist Tommy Robinson has re-entered the national conversation, this time not with controversy, but with a set of pointed questions about Labour leader Keir Starmer's political vision as the UK gears up for its next general election. In a video that quickly gained traction online, Robinson challenged what he described as vague messaging coming from Starmer and the Labour Party. Rather than offering bombastic claims, he raised concerns that many everyday citizens might share. What does Labour under Starmer truly represent? And is the party's current direction aligned with the values and expectations of its traditional voter base? One of the central points of Robinson's commentary revolved around Labour's evolving identity. Historically seen as the party of the working class, Labour has undergone significant changes since the days of Jeremy Corbyn, who led the party from the left. Under Starmer, the party has aimed for a more centrist, pragmatic approach. Supporters of this shift argue that Starmer is trying to rebuild trust with Middle England and working professionals disillusioned by past leadership. They cite his efforts to root the party in sensible politics, focused on economic growth, security, and restoring public services. But critics, including Robinson, question whether this middle ground strategy comes at the expense of clarity and conviction. People want to know what Starmer really believes, Robinson argued. Is he just saying what he thinks people want to hear, or does he stand for something deeper? Another point raised in the video is the debate over immigration and national identity issues that often polarize public opinion in Britain. Robinson argued that many voters feel their concerns on these topics are not being adequately addressed by mainstream politicians, including Starmer. In response, Labour officials have reiterated that the party is committed to both managing immigration fairly and promoting integration. They also point out that the government's current policies under the Conservatives have failed to achieve their own targets, and Starmer has pledged to invest in processing asylum claims more efficiently and to work closely with international partners. However, Robinson's questioning reflects a broader sentiment held by many across the UK, that political leaders from all sides must strike a more transparent balance between compassion and control when it comes to immigration. Robinson also touched on Brexit, a topic that continues to reverberate through British politics. He suggested that Labour has been unclear about how it plans to leverage Britain's post-Brexit position, particularly in relation to trade, border security, and international cooperation. To this, Labour has responded by saying it will not seek to rejoin the EU but will work to make Brexit work. This includes fostering stronger ties with European neighbours while maintaining the UK's sovereignty, a stance aimed at satisfying both Leave and Remain voters. Still, Robinson's critique raises a valid question. How does Labour differentiate its post-Brexit policy from the Conservatives' approach, and will it be enough to win over those who feel betrayed by the political establishment? Perhaps the most important issue Robinson highlighted is not any specific policy, but the overarching question of authenticity. Is Keir Starmer leading Labour through genuine reform, or is the party merely undergoing a rebranding effort to win the next election? This is where opinion divides. Supporters argue that Starmer is methodically rebuilding Labour's credibility after years of internal turmoil. He's been praised for removing extreme elements from the party and focusing on unity, professionalism, and electability. On the other hand, skeptics, including Robinson, argue that without a clear ideological anchor, the party risks alienating both its historical supporters and potential new voters. A party without a soul can't inspire a country, Robinson remarked, a line that struck a chord with many online viewers. What's noteworthy about this discussion is not just Robinson's critique, but the public response it generated. Across social media platforms, users from across the political spectrum weighed in, some agreeing with Robinson's concerns, others defending Starmer's measured approach. This debate signals a deeper undercurrent within British politics. Many citizens are hungry for leadership that is not just strategic, but principled. As the country moves toward the next general election, voices like Robinson's, regardless of one's opinion on him, highlight the importance of political clarity and transparency. As Britain stands at a political crossroads, discussions like these remind us of the need for robust civic debate. Whether one agrees with Robinson or not, his questions tap into a broader public sentiment, one that demands more than slogans and safe soundbites. Keir Starmer's leadership will ultimately be judged not just by his ability to win votes, but by whether he can convincingly articulate a vision for the UK that resonates with all parts of society. What do you think Keir Starmer stands for? Is Labour on the right track under his leadership, or does it need to reconnect with its roots? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on the latest political insights. Let's keep the conversation going respectfully.